live for Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw. Gonna be here in a little bit. We still got like 40 minutes till Monday Night Raw. But live a little bit early. Usually go live an hour early before Monday Night Raw. But here we are. We're here, and we are live. So got a stat card. We got Jey Uso and Braun Breaker for the U.S. title. Not U.S. title. Intercontinental title. Drew McIntyre returns tonight. Um, so yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot going on tonight. But I for one am excited. I just posted a new video about the Wyatt Six and them possibly getting a new member. So if you can please check that out, I would appreciate that. It has been rumored within the last couple weeks that the Wyatt Six could be possibly adding a new member. Excuse me. Last week we saw a QR code of Uncle Howdy teasing a new member. Rumors surrounding that could be Braun Strowman, Curtis Axel, amongst those names. So I, for one, am wondering who that could possibly be. My guess would be Braun Strowman. I just posted a video about this like 5 seconds ago. Please check it out. Hit that like button as well. And as always, if you're just now coming in, hit that sub and like button as well. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Hopefully, we stay up for the full 3 hours of Raw. But we'll see. But who knows? I mean, I'm really excited for the Intercontinental title match though, and seeing how that plays out. Because Braun Breaker, he's just been on a path of destruction, and I for one think that this could end in some type of interference or disqualification. Maybe they'll save it for Bad Blood, which would make sense. I don't know what's gonna go on though. Bad Blood's only a few weeks away, but it would make sense for them to add that to the card. Now, keep in mind, Jey Uso did earn this title shot, so we could see a clean finish. I know people are very high up on Jey Uso. I know he has a lot of fans. I know WWE's very high on Jey Uso right now, but I do not see WWE taking that Intercontinental title off Braun Breaker anytime soon. Which I don't know, they could, but it would just kind of suck, you know. Braun Breaker's a gifted athlete, and everything. So, what's up, Angry Fox? What's up, Edward? How you doing, brother? Good to see you on here, man. It's been a minute. How you been, buddy? Like I was saying, you know, they took the belt off Gunther, gave it to Sammy. Sammy didn't have it very long. But who knows? What's my opinion on WWE moving to Netflix? I think it's a great deal. It'll be very exciting to see WWE go to Netflix. I think it will raise their viewership, especially if they do go fully uncensored. But it is a great move for WWE all around, just in general. It frees up a lot of opportunities for WWE, especially a lot of things they couldn't do on TV. And Netflix, you have a lot more freedom to do what you want. So I think it's a great deal for Monday Night Raw. But we'll see. Angry Fox says, I heard Netflix is going to let WWE go back to Attitude Era style, which that's what I heard too. You know, that's what everybody's hoping for. We know WWE is going to be completely uncensored in 2025. So I think a lot of people, especially the old fans from WWE, want to see it go back to the Attitude Era. Which, I mean, I think it could be attempted. But you got to think back then they had Shawn Michaels, they had Taker, Stone Cold, Bret Hart, you know, a lot of people from the Attitude Era. Kane, Big Show, The Rock, Mankind, Triple H. I can go on, but it can be attempted. But do they have the star power that they had before? That's the question. Could they pull it off in today's world? I don't know. VHS. That's funny, man. Hit that like button, guys, if you can. We're trying to get to 10 likes. But yeah, I think WWE going to Netflix is a great deal. I'm also hearing AEW will go to HBO Max. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm excited for Netflix and WWE to see what they can at least pull off and if this is going to be worth watching. I also like the fact that Raw will be 2 hours long, so um, it makes it a lot easier to watch. That third hour is just kind of dreadful. But yeah, I mean, it has changed throughout when CM Punk and AJ Lee were there drastically, and gotta blame Vince for that. But it is what it is. But excuse me. I think a lot of things. I think a lot of creative decisions are better under Triple H, and I think the company's just leading in a better direction in recent months. We're no longer in the Vince era. We're in the Triple H era. Simply delicious. How you doing? Am I gonna watch the documentary on Vince that's coming out? Yes, of course. Just to see what they do and what they say. It'll be interesting, given that all the information that's come out about Vince. Um, of course, I feel like they're gonna sugarcoat everything, but you know, yeah. I mean, well, what's Vince gonna do? Vince was gonna run that company into the ground. There was no fixing it under Vince. Vince is too much. Vince is too much about the money and just pleasing himself, other than the product. But I think under the Vince, it's gonna be under Triple H. I mean, it's gonna be a lot better. After the documentary on Vince, like I said, they're gonna sugarcoat that. It's gonna be everything positive they can say about Vince. They'll probably mention the whole lawsuit, but not very much. Um, Given that Vince is a part of this documentary, I don't see that being mentioned very much. But they're gonna tell you what you want to hear. That's my thoughts of it. I did hear that things will be added into the documentary. I did hear that they have added a few things here and there, but I I don't see. Regardless, in my opinion, I don't even think they should have done the documentary after this whole information came out, because it's just gonna make Vince look worse. They're trying to paint someone in a light that's good, and after the information we know now, it's terrible. Yes, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. I love Bray Wyatt. I'm a big Bray Wyatt fan. But yeah, you know, definitely think that documentary should never be released whatsoever. Terrible decision. But what can you do? Guys, tap that like button if you can. Give me a thumbs up. We're trying to get to 10. Um, I'm surprised they even are still doing the documentary. But it makes you wonder, was stuff taken out, was stuff added in, that type of deal too. So, but just saying, knowing Vince is a part of it is crazy. Knowing Vince is a part of everything, a part of this documentary after everything that's been happening, it's insane. Thank you, Megan Fox. Appreciate that, man. Yes, 9 to go. We got 2 likes now. We need a few more. Need about 8 more, guys. Hit 10. Right? Yeah. That's you know. And I could even see them going the route where they just don't mention it at all, and they mention like the attitude error, like the ruthless aggression error, or like just his personal life in general, like with like his wife Linda and Stephanie and Shane and all that. I just yeah, it makes you wonder, man. I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised. Either way, I don't think it does Vince any good. I don't think it does him any bad. That's what I mean. Like I don't. At this point, this whole Vince documentary is about as worthless as Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. It does. Is it doing anything for anybody? No. Is it hurting people? Yes. It's hurting your fan base. It's hurting those around you. It's terrible, terrible decision. But who knows? Yeah, make a last buck. I agree. There's rumors of him uh, starting a new promotion, which I don't even see happening. Him being 77 years old, a billionaire, he has no need to do it. Um, but Vince is all about the money, so he'll make any dollar sign he can. But I don't know, man. When I first seen that the documentary was coming out, and I was like, wow, are you serious? Like I thought it was all canceled. And but yeah, was there a rumor that Shane? Yeah, there was a rumor that Shane bought AEW. There was a rumor that he was coming to AEW. I don't. I think those rumors have kind of been put to bed with Shane and AEW. I think a lot of people expected it in All Out, and I think a lot of people expected it before that. It hasn't happened. I think they just had a conversation or whatever. Maybe they thought about bringing Shane in, but I don't think that's going to happen. If it was going to happen, it would have happened by now. Um, and even if they bring Shane in, I don't think that'll change the product whatsoever. Tony Khan's still stuck in his mind. He's still stuck in the hardcore wrestling phase. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'd rather call it garbage wrestling phase. Is what it is. But AEW does have major names. You're right, Eddie. They do. They got the talent. But when you watch AEW as far as professional wrestling goes, like take for instance, I don't know if you've seen All Out or even seen clips from All Out, but they had syringe needles. They've had women wrestling on thumbtacks. They've had somebody getting slammed on a cinder blocks inside of a cage. Just stupidity. That doesn't do anything. That hurts the sponsors. That hurts your sponsorship deals. And I don't know, man. But like I said, Shane, I don't think that would change anything. Um, and yes, you're right. AEW does have the talent. They just don't execute it well. Uh, you look at the stars they have too: Chris Jericho, Danhausen, Orange Cassidy, Hangman, Adam Cole, Adam Page. Uh, they had Samoa Joe at one point. Yeah, TNA is still 1,000 times better than AEW. Like AEW can't even compete with TNA. So for AEW to think they can compete with WWE is crazy. Yes, they have Sting. Well, they had Sting. Sting retired. But I heard Sting's son is actually training to be a wrestler. So, and the crazy thing is, he looks just like Sting. It's like if you put him in face paint, you would think it's like a young Sting. But yeah, I mean they got the talent. They just don't execute it well. When you watch AEW, it looks like an old indie show. It just doesn't look like a show that should be on TV at all. It looks like one of those local wrestling shows that you would see online or something, or that you would go to for like $30 at a gymnasium or something. Because that's the type of shows they put on. Sad to say, but Yes, AJ Styles was. He was a part of TNA's Aces and Eights Club for a while. He was I don't know about Aces and Eights. I think he was, but I know he was a big part of TNA for many many years. You know, I used to be a big fan of AJ Styles back in like the early 2005 2006. But AJ Styles, man, he helped build TNA. Yeah, yeah, he carried that gimmick for a while. You know, he's had a couple different gimmicks, but yeah. Which I honestly, when you look back at it, I think the Aces and Eights was like a rip off of like Sons of Anarchy. Was that show around back then? Like, 'cause I think Sons of Anarchy was like early what 2010, 2013, something like that. But looking back, that's what it reminds you of. I don't know. Because I know they had Eric Bischoff's son. I know they had. Um, I know they had Eric Bischoff's son, Garrett Bischoff. They had Wes Briscoe. They had Bully Ray, Bubba Ray Dudley, whatever you want to call him. They had Devon Dudley. Taz even was on there for a minute. But yeah, I think Ken Anderson was involved. Luke Gallows, a couple other ones. I think Mike Knox was involved in that. I'm not sure. I don't remember. AJ Styles was like Stone Cold. I mean, well, you know, it's funny you mention that because they did have a wrestler on there named Shark Boy who was who dressed like a shark, but then they had him. They gave him like an old Stone Cold gimmick or something. It was terrible. It was more for comedy than anything, but it was just stupid because everybody knew he was ripping Stone Cold off. You know, I thought it was stupid. I thought the Shark Boy gimmick was stupid. Some guy wrestling in a shark mask character didn't make no sense. But yeah, honestly, I'm not a fan of comedy wrestling. I think our truth is the only one I'll make an exception for because he's funny and the guy can wrestle. He can cut a promo. He can do all that, you know. But he's the only one I'll make like an actual exception for when it comes to like pro wrestling because he can pull it off. He can make people break character. He can make you laugh. Anybody else to do it? No. Um, which is why I think guys like Santino Marella were over in WWE because you know just for comedy they were funny. Santino wasn't a very good wrestler, but he could make you laugh and he was entertaining. You missed the old Kofi Kingston. Well, we could be getting the old Kofi Kingston back. You know, not with the Jamaican accent, of course. But it is rumored that the New Day will be splitting up soon. So I hope so. But cause I'm pretty tired of the New Day myself. But you know, we don't need to see it. It's not something we need to see. It's you know what, been 10 years with the New Day. You know, I'm kind of just over it at this point. Kind of overseeing the New Day now. Just kind of over the whole thing. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I think Big E. I think his whole neck injury. I think really just changed the New Day. They become kind of stale after Big E left, and you know they can't really get that spark back. You know, and that's the problem. And they've won like what 10 tag titles, 11, 12, something like that. It's time to split them up. You know, Kofi Kingston he can go on a singles run. Xavier Woods he can go on a singles run. They're both talented. They both are. But it's just I'm just kind of tired of it, kind of over it. You know, it's kind of ridiculous at this point. But I don't know, man. But Eddie, if you want to plug your YouTube channel down in the comments, you can, man. As well, if you want to send me your link or send me your playlist, we'll trade an hour or whatever. I'd definitely be down for that. Brock Lesnar, yeah. I mean, I don't think we'll be seeing Brock anymore. Like I was, I think it was kind of cool when he turned to be a babyface. To even see him cut promos was pretty cool because he never used to cut promos. Even when he had Paul Heyman, he never cut the promos. But um, I don't think we'll be seeing Brock. I don't know. I mean, um, Brock was kind of a Vince guy. Vince was high on Brock, but but not no more. It was weird to hear Brock talk. Yeah, it sure was, man. But just knowing he can cut a promo, he can cut like a decent promo. The thing about Brock is he really doesn't need to cut promos. He has the size, he has the advantage. But you know, it is what it is. But hey, guys, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Give me 5 minutes. Please share the live out. Let's try to get some more people in here. Give me 5 minutes, guys. Maybe less than that. But I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Almost fell over. You heard I'm single. Who told you I'm single? Yeah, I don't talk to her, man. Okay. But yeah, I don't talk to her. I mean, it is what it is. You've heard correct, but it's the other way around, brother. It is what it is, man. I mean, she moved away, you know, kind of lied, but this ain't the place to get into it. This ain't the place to talk about it. A lot of personal stuff, you know. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. You won't be seeing her on here no more. It is what it is, man. You know, gotta move on. Life goes on, you know. Ain't a big deal. It happens, you know. It is what it is. I could tell you what happened over DM or something. I don't like to talk about it on here, but appreciate that. Thank you. I'm gonna grab my drink real quick. I'll be right back. It's all good, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, it's been about a month, so I mean, I'm over it. You know, it happens. You know, gotta move on. Life goes on. You know. Appreciate you being on here. Though. It's been a while since I've seen you. Appreciate you. How you been? Hope you're doing well. Hit that like and sub button if you can. If you're already sub, great. Monday Night Raw coming on in about 13 minutes. Had to think in my head. I'm like, you been good? It's good, man. I've been good too. Doing all right. Um, I don't know, man. That's on her. I have no idea. I don't really remember what happened. It's been a while. Yeah, I deleted my TikTok. I mean, I didn't delete it. I deleted the app. I still have TikTok, but TikTok I don't use no more. I mean, a lot of the stuff I just don't even use because whatever, you know. Yeah, she might have been the one to block you. I don't know. Um, I'm not like that, so thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And vice versa, you know. 10 more minutes till Monday Night Raw, guys. Please share the live out if you can. Like the live if you haven't already. We've been live for about a half hour already. That's an hour goes fast, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty psyched for tonight, man. We got Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, probably something new from the Wyatt Six. I hear Drew McIntyre is gonna be on tonight, so I'm actually gonna go turn my TV down so I don't get no strikes or nothing. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back, y'all. We're back. Grabbing some soda, turning my TV down here. Got a couple minutes left till Raw. We finally got Braun versus Braun, yep. Yeah, you know what? I don't get the hype around Jey Uso. You know, and I discussed this a couple weeks ago too. You know, they call him main event Jey Uso. I don't see him much different than Jimmy. Um, it's hard to see him as a singles competitor. I just he has a catchphrase, yeet. I mean, there's far more singles competitors that stand out to me than Jey Uso. So, you know, it is what it is. But Jay is too overhyped. I completely agree. I completely agree. You know, and I've tried to like Jay. I've tried to get on the eat train, whatever you want to call it, but just not for me. You know, the whole main event Jey Uso kind of stupid. When do you ever see the guy in the main event? He's never in the main event. Um, just stupid. I think he had a match against Gunther and lost to Gunther. So, I mean, I believe he did, right? Because I know he wrestled Roman. I don't know if he wrestled Gunther. But like I said, tonight I don't see WWE taking the belt off of Braun Breaker anytime soon. If they do, it's a big mistake. Um, just because I see, Braun Breaker more talented than Jey Uso. Because he's just the guy's like, a younger version of like a Goldberg or something, or you know, um, and I even said with even Sami Zayn, I said, if they have Sami lose to Braun Breaker, sorry, if they have Sami beat Braun Breaker, to me that would be a big mistake because Braun Breaker is so over right now, and losing to Sami Zayn not once but twice would kill his hype immediately. Braun needs a shocking victory tonight. Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, you know, I don't think Braun is completely over as a intercontinental champion. I don't think he's very over yet. Um, I, I think Jey Uso's over with the fans. Maybe not as over as a lot of people think he should be. I don't think Jey Uso is very over as WWE wants him to be. If you look at the merchandise sales, I think Punk was selling the merchandise. But you know, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Hey, what's going on, Killian? How you doing, man? Killjoy, how you doing? We'll see about Braun Strowman tonight, though. I'm curious to see if we get a QR code tonight, or if Strowman, um, something happens with him. I'm assuming we might get a rematch between Braun and Strowman tonight, but who knows? I think that. Well, I mean, I think they would have advertised it if we would, but who knows? We'll see. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Joe from Commentary Does Football. I thought I noticed his name from somewhere. His voice sounded familiar. He's not a bad commentator though. I mean, when he first came on for WWE, I was kind of like, maybe I don't know, but he's growing on me. Nobody can replace Michael Cole though. That's my opinion. He did the pre-show last night. That's Cool as hell. Um, but nah, he's here to stay. But he does put you mind of like Michael Cole style commentary, which I don't mind because, like I said, I'm a big fan of Michael Cole. But you know, right, right. Closed captioning on. Gotta put closed captioning on because I don't want to strike for my YouTube channel. So, but give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna share this out again. So stay with me. Yeah, you know what? He is. He's kind of like it's like he's trying to have that Pat McAfee style with commentary a little bit, but there's similarities between him and Michael Cole as well. So, um, but I definitely get what you're saying. All right, to kick off Raw, guys, we got well nothing yet, but um, Raw was on Raw is in Ontario, Canada today. So you're good, man. You're good. They're showing Jey Uso arriving on my end. They're showing Drew McIntyre arriving on my end, as well as Braun Breaker. Yeah, I was never a Kevin Patrick fan. Yeah, same thing with that, what's his name? Mike Adamle. I was never a fan of him. I was never a fan of Joey Styles. I don't know. I mean, Kevin Patrick's not too bad. But like I remember like Mike Adamle. I remember I'm not really a big fan of Corey Graves either. I used to be like a big fan of Graves, and I'm not just saying that because he's from Pittsburgh and I am too. But I don't know, his style of commentary is just annoying to me. Like I wish they put like JBL back on commentary. They got Booker T on NXT. You know, they could give us somebody else better than Corey Graves. Okay, so Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed still going at it. They just showed them going at it backstage just now. Sorry for any spoilers that you guys may have missed. Um, and they showed this as Dominic and Liv are walking to the arena. And apparently it looks like they're walking their way out to the crowd, holding hands. Buddy Murphy might not be happy about that, but um, yeah. So Corey gives similar to Chris Jericho on commentary. I could see that, yeah. You're right. But we're starting the night off with Dominic and Liv Morgan. Guys, please like that live if you can. Trying to get 10 likes here. Trying to pull off as many people in here as possible. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. My lives haven't been doing the greatest in recent weeks.